Yes, Roman, I understand. I will drive the Dragonfly car, the electric Dragonfly car. I have it. My TFL assignment is to drive this 2014 Mitsubishi MiEV across DC. And see how its electric motor fares. Will it be as good as the current EVs offered? We'll see, coming up next on the Fast Lane Car. Now, under the hood, Mitsubishi has given us a 49 kilowatt electric motor, and that produces 66 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. Now, power is going to the rear wheels, yay, via a 1-speed automatic transmission. Electric motor, 1 speed, just put it in drive and go. Now, this gets a range of 62 miles per charge, but when this car was dropped off to me, it had 68 miles on the range counter. So I would expect that to vary a little bit. So the MiEV has got 3 different driving modes. I've got your regular drive, your eco, and then one that really helps out with your regenerative braking. So we're gonna throw this puppy in eco, and you can really tell when you're in eco mode, there's just no takeoff whatsoever. And now this bus is in the way. I'd like to display how well the horn works. That's real loud. No, but then that's not in the straight line. Now I'm adding more. I just added 15 feet. I have the worst range anxiety ever. Now, if you want to talk about EPA fuel ratings, I mean, yes, this car's got a 62 mile range, but it's got 30 kilowatt hours per 100 mile energy use. So that basically translates to an EPA fuel rating of 112 miles per gallon combined. Now, while I've been in this car, I've noticed that my actual miles are just a bit higher than my range miles. My range does drop a little bit faster than my actual miles, but it's not too bad. But I'm experiencing an incredible amount of range anxiety. I mean, all I can think is I'm not gonna have enough juice to get me home. Now, the inside of the MiEV is just what you would expect. It is super basic. I've got a lot of hard touch plastics here. I do have a CD player and a stereo, but it's not really the best thing that you've ever heard. There's no navigation, there's no infotainment, so there's no checking of the Twitters or anything like that. Now, ergonomically is where I kind of have a problem as far as the comfort goes. I'm 5'9", I've got pretty long legs, and to put my foot here in the correct pedal position, I feel like I'm sitting really far away from the wheel, but I can't tilt or telescope the wheel at all. So that is kind of a problem. Now, I can get a USB port, but it is optional. But one of the things that I can do is I can take this handy dandy little remote control and I can activate the climate control from outside of the car. So there's no USB port, but I got remote controlled climate. Mitsubishi, I think you've got your priorities in the wrong spot. But Mitsubishi does seem to be very concerned with the climate control, because in addition to having the remote control here, I've got a pretty good AC system and I also have heated seats. Miles and it's 20 miles back to work. So the sacrifice that you really make in this car is twofold: driving joy and spontaneity. I mean, I was just thinking to myself, you know, maybe I need to go home and pick up blah, 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 whatever it is that I need to pick up. Except then, if I do that, then I'm going to use up some range, and I'm not going to have time to charge it, and I'm not going to have time to do what I need to do later tonight. So it takes all the spontaneity out of your day. If you just want to go out for a drive, too bad, you probably can't, because you're not going to have the range. But it also takes so much of the joy out of driving. I mean, you should be excited to get in your car every day. Life is just way too short. And in this car, you just don't have it. I mean, it's too slow off the line. The top speed that I've seen has been like 61 miles an hour. Yes, I have 145 pound-feet of torque, and that's available right at 1 RPM, but it's still, it's just not enough. It's not enough. And you know, the price is very, very affordable, but at the same time, I personally am not willing to sacrifice my spontaneity and my joie de vivre for something that I spend too much time in my car to give up those two things. I'm not willing to do it. Maybe all y'all are, but I'm not willing to do it. Now, if I fold these rear seats down, I've got 50.4 cubic feet of space, but you know, we don't do the laundry basket test like that. We gotta have these seats up. So I've only got 13.2 cubic feet of space. Now, hopefully it's gonna be enough for 2 laundry baskets, but I don't think so. 2. Now, while not exactly the most comfortable place to spend some time, I do have plenty of room in the back seat. This driving seat is set for my driving position, and I'm 5'9". I've got a fair amount of room here for my knees, and Lord knows I have enough headroom. I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could sit back here comfortably and he would never bump his head.
Give it the beans.
I'm giving it the beans right now. I'm giving it the beans. You can't hear it. It's so quiet and silent and electric. Now, the steering on this car is fine when you're just in the city, but as soon as you get out on the highway, it seems to lose its center very, very quickly, and I felt personally very shaky going at higher speeds. And the suspension, likewise, you know, when you're on smooth roads, it's just fine, but encountering any kind of rough pavement, it can be rather bouncy. All right, so just for fun, hey, Tommy, why don't you put a counter on the screen right here, and we're in eco mode. We're gonna see how fast it's gonna take us to get to 30. 1, 2, 3. Come on! That's 16, 18, 21, 25, 27, 30. Oh, that was not too bad. That wasn't too bad. Fascinating. Well, I sure would like to go home now, but it looks like I gotta stay and get a little bit more juice. Look, if you're looking for a 4-passenger electric vehicle that's inexpensive, I mean, this is it. It comes in at about $23,800, and the only car that really bests that is the Smart Electric, but that's only got 2 seats, but it is much less expensive at just under $13,000. Of course, if you're looking for a little bit more comfort, you can check out the Nissan Leaf, which is right over there. It's got a range of 76 miles, and it comes in at about $29,000. And the nicest of the bunch is the Ford Focus electric vehicle, but that tops out at around $35,000. So we've got a big range of prices here. For me, on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I gotta give the 2014 Mitsubishi MiEV a rent it. I mean, I just don't feel like the convenience is there for me and my lifestyle. Trying to find a charge place, having the time to wait, it just doesn't work for me. That's it for today. I'm Emmy Hall. Thank you so much for watching. Yay! Round of applause. Hey, you can go to tflcar.com for more news, views, and real world reviews. And you can check us out on all the social medias. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.